How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the lair. And today is part 3 of the ZENDIKAR Rising early access event. This is another deck I was interested in putting together because when I saw cards like Archpriest of Iona, I believe is how you say it, and Tajuru Paragon, I got pretty excited because I felt like this is the other 3 parts of the party that aren't complete. So I think it'd make it pretty easy to make a full party pretty quickly and be pretty aggressive. So anyways, this is what I came up with, but before we get into the deck list, just want to say if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you and helps us out so much. Also drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. Also, for my new subscribers or followers on either Twitch or YouTube, if you reach out to me in the chat and say something like I just subscribed or followed or whatever, I can respond with an in-game code that you can use in Arena to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. So I'm very happy to be able to start doing that. But yeah, so let's get into it, and thanks for watching. So I call this Luminarch Merriment. Onto the 1-drops, we have the full play set of Archpriest of Iona. He's a star 2, and his power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until the end of turn. Onto the 2-drops. So sorry about that. Had to take a little phone call there. So anyways, on to the 2-drops. Luminarch Aspirant. She's a 1/1, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Tajuru Paragon. She's a 3/2, and she is also a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard. And kicker 3, and when Tajuru Paragon enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a card that shares a creature type with it from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Onto the 3-drops. So sorry.
Tell Mommy to get me a shake too, please, for tomorrow.
No, Bruce. Time for you to go to bed. I love you. Alright, so sorry about that. On to the 3-drops, we have a full play set of Banishing Light. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls until Banishing Light leaves the battlefield. We're running the full play set of Setessan Champion. She's a 1/3 with Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under our control, we put a +1/+1 counter on her and draw a card. 3 copies of Kazandu Mammoth or Kazandu Valley, so it can either come into play as a forest if we need it, or as a creature with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, Kazandu Mammoth gets +2/+2 until the end of turn, and he's a 3/3. On to the 4-drops. We have the full play set of Luminous Broodmoth. She's a 3/4 with flying. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. Outlaws Merriment, 4 copies. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of our upkeep, we choose 1 at random. We create a red-white creature token with either the following characteristics: a 3/1 human warrior with trample and haste, a 2/1 human cleric with lifelink and haste, a 1/2 human rogue with haste, and when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. On to the 5-drops, we have the 3 copies of Elspeth Conquers Death. This is an enchantment saga. The first chapter says, exile target permanent an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or greater. The second part says, non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 more to cast until your next turn. And then the final chapter says, return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter or a loyalty counter on it. And then we have some new additions here. We have Emeria Shattered Skyclave, or Emeria's Call, another dual lander. So it can either come into play as a plains, or we can use the card as a sorcery, which is create 2 4/4 white angel warrior creature tokens with flying, and non-angel creatures you control gain indestructible until your next turn. And then we have Turntimber Serpentine Wood, another split land card, can either be a forest, or Turntimber Symbiosis, which is a sorcery. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. If that card has converted mana cost 3 or less, it enters with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So because of that, we are only running 21 lands. But like I said, these 6, 7, 8 other spells here can come into play as lands as we need them. So technically, it's like we're running 28 lands. So anyways, the lands that I chose, not including these, we have 5 plains, 4 the full play set of Cragcrown Pathway or Cragcrown Pathway, which can come into play as either a forest or a mountain. Full play set of Needleverge Pathway or Needleverge Pathway, which can either come in as a plains or a mountain. The full play set of Branchloft Pathway or Branchloft Pathway, which can either come in as a plains or a forest. 2 forests and 2 Temple of Plenties. So the idea behind this deck, we want to hit the ground running, try and get as many of these small guys out as possible, and then eventually drop into a Setessan Champion for our card draw. Luminous Broodmoth helps us recur our threats from board wipes and other stuff like that. Outlaws Merriment's going to help us round out, trying to get that full party effect as soon as possible. Elspeth Conquers Death is another way that we can help bring back some of our threats. We have the Turntimber to dig and pull creatures from our deck, but can also be used as land. Emeria's Call is a nice finisher if we ever get that much land going. But yeah, that's basically the deck. So let's hop into some games. Let's see how we do. As I've been saying in the previous videos, I have not played with this particular deck. This is just a experiment. I don't know if it will be competitive or not. Just having fun here. So please forgive me if I make any misplays or anything like that. Let's hop into it, see how we do. Okay, so we have a 1-lander, but technically we have 3. I don't have any red and I don't have any green, so we are going to mulligan this. This seems a lot more versatile with the 3 lands. So I guess we can do that and drop a Outlaws. So we'll keep this. We'll drop 1 Outlaws. Very slow, so hopefully our opponent doesn't put us into the ground. Bernie. So we are going to need another white. Depending on what happens with our opponent this turn, we'll either be playing our Banishing Light or the Setessan. If we can get the Setessan operational, then we might be okay. Even if we can get 1 card draw, I think we'd be in a good position. Ooh, Selesnya or Abzan counters. Been waiting to play this one. What does he do? Alright, so I think the move is... Let's play out Setessan. And hopefully we can get or now do we go Broodmoth? Gromok. Okay, that could be a problem. So let's take care of him. Let's go in. Okay. If he does, okay. I feel like if he had removal, he would have used it, right? Fuck. I do like the way this is playing out, though. We had a hellish slow start, considering that we have so many 1 and 2 drops. So I don't really feel too bad about losing here. That's what I meant to say. Mr. Arm Bars VIP. Wow. Okay, so another 3 white lands, no red, no green. So we will mulligan this. And none of our early creatures. Well, we got 1, but... So we'll mulligan this. This looks a lot more versatile. So I think we just drop. I think we want to drop any land, right? We'll keep this. Let's drop a Broodmoth. I'm not sure about this one. We'll lead with the Emeria's Call. Another. Attacks. We can resolve this Outlaws. I feel pretty good. Opponent does still have 4 cards in his hand. Okay, 3 cards. this. Okay. Fuck. He doesn't have trample, and my guys just keep coming back, so, I mean, it is what it is. Fuck you. We're dead, but still pretty cool. So now that I see this card working, I don't know how good this really is. We're still wrong games. Interesting. Still a fun deck, though. Still a fun deck. Ziguyan. I guess we could keep this. Start off with a temple. Archpriest is good. Of course. You know, mono red, they always have the second one, right? This time. I guess we just try and build a board. Once again, I feel like if he had removal, he would have used it. Okay, he's going in. Does this mean he has... Does this mean he has a Ember Cleave? Let's find out. We have replacements here for our friends, so yes, he has Ember Cleave. Okay. So we put a Knight. This is, I guess it's just a good one drop, right? Okay. Land would be nice, but that's nice too. We are taking a beating here. Please stop attacking me. Relic, what? Cool. You need like a Baneslayer Angel in here for like life gain or something. Does he have a shock? Can't attack either because he has haste creatures. We're probably already dead, but he could also just have a shock or something. To be defeated by becoming a coward just makes me sad. Try every time. Alright. Let's go ahead and do one more. Hopefully we get more of an explosive start. No red, but I guess that's okay since we don't have any red in our hand. I guess we lead off with Boulder Loft, drop the priest. Next turn we can Emeria's Call. Okay. One. There's Cobra. There's the screen. Setessan. Attack. Okay. Ugh. Pretty cool. Pretty cool deck. Pretty cool deck. If he has another Ujin, then, you know, I'm just going to call it. It's an interesting combination, though. Roiling Regrowth. Sack 2 lands. Sack a land, get 2 lands tapped. So I guess it's like one of those combinations with Lotus Cobra where you're actually benefiting from it. Doing a lot of work with this just as one fucking Cobra. So it's ramp, 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 ramp. 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, big ramp, and then just well, I won't say good game because that was absurd. 3 Ugins in a row. Can't beat Lucky. Hey man, I beat Croakies. I'm good. I'm good for today. Alright, that's all I've got for you for this deck. As always, I will be posting a deck list in the description of the video. Once again, if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free to you, helps us out so much. Drop me a comment, talk about strategy, deck ideas, misplays. I read the comments daily. And if you have any friends or family that are into Magic, please share the channel with them. And don't forget, if you're going to be a new follower or subscriber on either my YouTube or Twitch channel, just drop me a comment in the chat, and I can respond with an in-game code that you can use to unlock a mystery gift from Wizards. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.